beautiful friends all over the world. Welcome back to Lumiere and a big warm welcome to you. If you are new here, my name is Claire and I am going to be doing a pick a card reading for you today, and today's beautiful reading is who is coming back into your life. So it's a super exciting reading. We're going to find out the energies around you and who is going to be coming back into your life. Okay, maybe it's romantic, maybe it's platonic, maybe it's someone that you haven't seen for a long time. Just looking at those energies. So I'm super excited to do this reading for you. Before we jump in, I want to shout out to my Loomies, my amazing subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked and shared and commented and engaged in the channel in any way. I appreciate all of your support and I just love you all so much. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. All right, I am going to insert an overhead picture of the cards. We've got 3 groups for you today. I ask that you choose from your intuition, as always, as to which of the groups will resonate with you. So listen to that quiet inner voice. Group 1 is the amethyst cluster, group 2 is the quartz crystal cluster, and group 3 is the celestite cluster. So make your selection out of those. I'll insert a picture without crystals as well, so you can choose in the way that suits you best, but listen to your inner voice, listen to that inner guide to make your selection today. And you're welcome to pause the video if you need a little bit more time. While you make your selection, I will just shout out to my beautiful friend Nicole. Nicole is an intuitive coach who specializes in relationships. So if you are the sort of person who's been working on your own patterns and challenges to do with love and relationships, if you are at that stage where you are able to recognize that you have an issue or a challenge or a pattern, or that you've got someone in your life who you keep kind of being drawn back to, they're your Achilles heel, Nicole is the person for you. If you are at that stage where you can recognize that, but you feel stuck, Nicole can help you to get unstuck. Her work is super powerful. She is extremely gifted, and she can just help you to dissolve those blocks and challenges that you have towards love and towards kind of reaching a breakthrough. So I've worked with her myself. I highly recommend her. If that resonates with you, do find out more. It's linked in the description box below this video, and Nicole is offering $11.11 off her relationship coaching, but she specializes in getting people unstuck so that you can move forward and be successful in your life and attract a happy and healthy relationship into your life. So if that resonates with you, do check that out. But all the timestamps for the 3 groups are in the description box below this video. Make your selection and I will see you in a moment. Hey there, welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number 1. This is for everyone who picked the beautiful amethyst cluster crystal. Look at that, it is so magical and healing and special. So I absolutely love this crystal. Let's take a look then at the energy surrounding you and who wants to come back towards you, who wants to come back into your life. This is a super exciting reading. I just want to say there may be a little bit of background noise. It is raining and there are kind of drips coming down on the roof just outside, so it's picking up on the audio, I'm afraid. So not much I can do about it today. Opening your reading, a powerful opening with the Star card. This is the Fountain Tarot that I'm using. It's linked in the description box if you are interested. I absolutely love this deck. It's my favorite deck of all time. 4 of Wands. For you, you get the Page of Pentacles, the World, another beautiful image, the Fool, King of Swords, you get the Empress, the Devil. A lot of major arcanas here. Look at this. And another one, the Lovers, 2 of Cups in reverse, the 6 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles to close your reading. This is super interesting with all this major arcana. This feels like quite fated. It's like someone who you were destined to meet, maybe not necessarily destined to be with or to have them in your life the whole time, but you have got some sort of beautiful soul connection where you're in each other's lives whenever, you know, maybe they've been in your life in the past, they're coming back towards you. So if they're in your life in the future, to raise each other up, to kind of awaken one another, to teach each other about life or about love or about the human experience. But it's just like you're bound together energetically throughout many lifetimes. So this is definitely like a soulmate connection. Remember, soulmates don't have to be romantic in nature. They can just be part of your soul tribe. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Virgo's energy here, Libra's energy, Gemini energy, Capricorn and Aquarius. So, you know, with all these major arcana, there's quite a few represented here. So that may resonate with you in your situation. I see this as somebody who is like quite enlightened spiritually, or they've been on some sort of spiritual journey where they have become enlightened. Like this is a very significant life path for them. You may not be aware of this. But it is. I sense that this person is somebody that you used to know from your neighborhood. You may have lived with this person, right? You may have like, you know, shared a house with them at some point with this Four of Wands energy. Otherwise, this is someone that you know through your family. It may be a family member, definitely a member of your soul tribe, someone that you connected to very deeply. When they were in your life, you connected very deeply to this person. What I'm hearing from Spirit is heart to heart. I'm feeling it in my heart chakra. Really strongly, like the heart chakra, heart chakra is awakened, and it is like you communicate with one another via the heart. So I see that here. This person may be a student with this Page of Pentacles energy. So they may be of student age. They may be going back to school and, you know, be studying something. I feel that maybe they're just like curious about life. This is someone who understands the spiritual nature of life. They understand that there's more to this life than meets the eye, right? You know, more than just the 3D. So maybe this is someone who's interested in metaphysics, the law of attraction, sort of understanding what makes people tick, psychology, or just kind of understands that there's an energetic nature to life, and that they are a spiritual being, and they want to connect to the spiritual nature of life and to their own spirit. You know, maybe they're into you know, whatever ways that they want to express that. Maybe it's through meditation, maybe it's through plant medicine, I don't know, but that's quite specific. But maybe it's just through reading books, metaphysical books or something like this, but they've got this interest in this side of life, or what you might call God for some of them, right? They may be a healer with the star energy, you know, a doctor, a counselor, somebody who listens to other people. I sense that this person may have been on a journey in their own life as well, to do with their own healing, to do with their own understanding. And also, when you knew this person, when they were in your life, this may be something that they were dealing with, and that they've processed a lot of this, this energy at this stage, you know, now that there's been a little bit of water under the bridge. I feel like this is someone who's currently living quite far away from you with the World and the Fool card. This is someone, this indicates a journey. So perhaps they left your life because they went overseas, or they traveled to a different state, a different part of the country, and you maybe decided it was for the best that you didn't see each other anymore, or maybe you just lost contact because of the distance between you both. So I'm definitely seeing that here. It may also indicate that they were from overseas when you met them. Maybe you met them you know, as part of a holiday romance, or when you were traveling, or just, you know, they were from a different culture or a different background to you. So I see that here with the World and the Fool. This indicates like this kind of completion, and this like a completion of one cycle, and then like starting in, you know, jumping into that new cycle. So maybe this person really helped you to kind of heal an old pattern, or close an old wound, or learn something about yourself, which was part of your soul's journey, and then you were able to kind of move on with that, or you helped them with that in their life. I definitely see that here. They're an excellent communicator, this person with this King of Swords energy. So they may also do something to do with communication in their job. Maybe they're a teacher, maybe they do a lot of public speaking, or they're sort of sort of teaching, helping people to understand things, leading groups, something like this. So a leader in their field, very intelligent, you know, enjoys learning. So lots of emphasis on learning here, you know, whether that is in a formal setting or just, you know, privately as part of their own own life's journey. So I definitely see this distance here. Maybe it's somebody with this world to the full that you sort of had to leave behind, or they left you behind to start a new chapter and go in a new direction. So I see that here as well. This is interesting. 3 major arcana together: the Empress, the Devil, the Lovers. A powerful message and a powerful reunion when this person comes back into your life. What I'm hearing is that they're never truly gone. It doesn't matter if you don't see each other or you're not in contact. They're always thinking of you. You're always thinking of them. You're always connected heart to heart. Doesn't matter what lifetime it is. Doesn't matter where you're at in your life. I just feel like in the energetic frequency, you are always together with this person. So with this Lovers, this, it could indicate a twin flame, it can indicate a soulmate. Remember, not necessarily romantic in nature. I feel like there was a lot of beauty here between you both. You shared like a really special connection. This is someone who you treasure. They treasured you and what it is that you brought to their life. But there was a difficulty here. There was like a shadow side with this devil energy. So maybe they triggered your shadow side, or maybe you triggered their shadow side, right? I feel that at the stage that they were in their life, maybe you had to, maybe part of the reason why this person is no longer in your life is because they were dealing with some of their own issues with this devil energy. There was, what I'm hearing is there was like an undercurrent. So maybe although you connected beautifully at the spiritual level, on this energetic level, and there was so much love between you and this person, they had their own issues that they had to deal with, this shadow side. Okay, so maybe they had an issue with substance abuse, maybe they drank too much, or maybe there was self-sabotage, or could be any of these things really. Maybe they just kind of undermined themselves a little bit, or they had some issues, some issues, some wounds, some childhood issues that they were dealing with, or that they hadn't dealt with, and this kind of interfered with the beauty of this connection, right? But again, you are connected with this Lover's energy, heart to heart. You are soul tribe, you are family, right, with one another. And those kind of intense relationships, they can bring a lot of stuff to the surface, and through that purging process, maybe that was the thing that kind of pushed you away from one another. Or maybe you just thought, I can't handle this, or maybe they didn't have anything left to bring to the connection or the relationship. This can often be the case when these negative things come to the surface for purging, for release. Then we start to associate negative feelings with the person that we love. So we love that person, but then we get in touch with this negative stuff. And instead of realizing that this is from within us, we project it onto the other person and think, oh no. So maybe you started to associate negative feelings with them. If they were undermining your connection or your friendship, or maybe they associated negative feelings with you because you were this mirror. You held up the mirror to them about their own behavior. Okay, maybe or their own patterns, or whatever it was. So I see that here really clearly. This is a relationship that, you've kind of moved on from, with this 2 of Cups in the reverse and the 6 of Swords. Maybe they didn't fully recognize the depth of the connection at the time, but now that they've had more experience, or they've had time to think, they recognize, they recognize it now. So I feel like, maybe this was romantic and you were together, you decided to move on from this at some stage. This could be years and years ago for some of you, because this is such a deeply entrenched and woven, it's like you're just woven into the fabric of each other's lives. Super interesting. But I see them, they've moved away from you. Maybe they physically moved away, but it's like a relationship that you have moved on from. Maybe you don't think about them that often now, or they only think of you from time to time, but it's something, maybe you made that definitive decision to do that. But look, we've got this King of Pentacles. This is kind of grounded in truth. This is grounded in something solid. This is like the long term. So this indicates to me that you are woven into the fabric of each other's lives over many lifetimes. This indicates to me that when they come back to you, this person who's coming back towards you, they're in, what I'm hearing from Spirit is they're in a better place, right? They're in a better place emotionally, maybe financially. They kind of know what they're at kind of in their life, what direction they're going in. What I'm hearing from Spirit is before, when they knew you, they felt a bit lost in their life, like they didn't know what direction to go in. But now they've kind of got their shiz together. Their life is much more sorted. And this indicates, you know, that they're coming towards you with something really beautiful, something where they may be in your life for a long, long time, because this is about the long term. And, you know, something that feels very nourishing and very healthy. I've got the letter tiles today, so I'm going to draw some letters to see if they resonate with you. We've got an A. Do you want me to hold them up to the camera like this? A. An I. An E. Should we see if we can get the full set? Any consonants? No. U. An R. S. H. O. Spirit is saying 3 more. Y. M. And an N as well. So that may resonate. Remember, this is just a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. I cannot wait to do this. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. Okay, we have the card Message in a Bottle from the Wisdom Oracle deck. This is a card 15, breaks down to a 6. So I feel like this is really, look at this is really going to be out of the blue. I just think they're going to like reach out to you completely out of the blue. You're not going to be expecting it. You'll think that you'll never hear from them again in your life. But they're going to reach out to you with something heartfelt, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Like, you know, they're not just like, oh, I want a bit of attention, or I want to know what's going on with them. It's just like they want to reach out to you to connect in a real way. We've got the buffalo energy, spirit animal here. This is so nice. You may be dealing with an earth sign. It's just somebody who's very grounded. They're at a grounded stage in their life. This is someone who's very trustworthy, someone who has a lot of wisdom. So beyond intelligence, you know, they have this wisdom as well. Someone who's really good to talk to, that you can talk about your problems, and they'll give you really good insight into kind of what's happening, especially with the beautiful connection that you have with this person. They're able to sort of mirror back to you your own truth. And this is someone who's really solid and dependable, who just like doesn't live on the surface of the things. This is some surface of things. This is someone who has, you know, very deep, you know, an old soul is what I'm hearing. So we have the card Truth. Again, this is somebody who's like, you know, really sticks to their word. If they say they're going to be somewhere on time, at a certain time, they will be there. But also, you know, this indicates just communication as well, that true communication that we were talking about, possibly them being a teacher. They may have brought some truth to you, to your own life, you know, like a teaching or an understanding about yourself as well. So that is indicated here. We have this card. This is interesting. We have the card Time for a Nap. This is a card 24, breaks down to a 6. That is super interesting. So this may be someone who likes to have a nap in the daytime. It could be someone who enjoys, you know, having a lay-in. Sometimes maybe they're a little bit lazy. Maybe they're not really a morning person, or they just like to take a nap sometimes on a Sunday, something like this. It also indicating to me that this may be a relationship that is on a hiatus, right? Just like this little lull, a nap, right? Rather than, you know, you might think that it's over, but this is indicating that it's just on a hiatus and they will come back into your life. And then we have the beautiful card of Star Seed. So you may be a star seed, you know, resonate with that. Your person may be a star seed. It is indicated here that they may be a light worker with the teaching and the truth that they bring, the star, the Page of Pentacles that we've got here, this star seed card. This is someone who's a light worker, who's bringing more light down, you know, to the planet to kind of illuminate our way forward as a species, as humanity, to help us, you know, move forward in that. So yeah, you may resonate with that as well. That's everything that I have for you in this reading. It has been my honour to read your cards. As always, let me know how it resonates, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you feel called to, please check out my friend Misha. She reads the Akashic records. She is extremely genuine. She's very gifted. She reads for about 2 hours, so it's like a really deep dive. It is her life's purpose. It is her calling. You know, she is very, very passionate about it and authentic. You know, she really gets into it. So if you are looking to find out more about a particular connection in your life, your own life's purpose, who you're destined to be with, what your future holds, understanding a connection from the past, understanding your own patterns, the Akashic records are for you. They have all the answers. So check that out if it resonates. I've got a discount code as well. It's all linked in the description box under healing services. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings, and I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2. This is for everyone who picked the beautiful and amazing quartz crystal cluster. It is just so special. So yeah, let's take a look at the energy surrounding you right now. See who you are magnetizing towards you, who is coming back towards you in your life. I'll begin with your tarot, and then I will take a look at your oracle cards. I'll draw some letter tiles as well. Opening your reading with the Chariot card. This is the Fountain Tarot that I'm using today, my favorite tarot deck of all time, in case you are wondering. 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords. You get 5 of Swords in reverse, another 5 of Wands, Justice, 3 of Cups, the Hierophant, King of Cups, and then you get 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. I see Cancer's energy here, Libra's energy, and Taurus energy in this reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. That may resonate with you. Remember, this is just a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind today. This is somebody who you had quite an intense connection with this Chariot energy. I feel like you went quite far with this person. I feel like there was a lot of push-pull dynamic with them, right? Maybe this was someone who's hot and cold. Maybe this was someone who's in and out of your life as you experience them. But I feel like between you and this person who's coming back into your life, there was this kind of push-pull dynamic between you both. So maybe you had really different political opinions or opinions about things. Maybe you saw the world in a really different way. It's like what I'm hearing from Spirit is you couldn't see eye to eye on something quite important. So although there was this beautiful connection between you and this person, a friendship, maybe a romance, maybe a family connection, there was this thing where you kind of rubbed each other up the wrong way. Sometimes in some things. So I see this here. Something about this connection, this person had to choose between their head and their heart, and they were torn between the two things. So although they really felt you from their heart space and they were really connected to you in that way, there was something in their head that was just like, this isn't a good idea, or I can't continue with this, or I don't have what it takes, or some sort of limiting belief, or just, you know, life's practicalities, which was sort of on their mind, and there was always this tug of war. So I see this conflict between you and this person, but also this inner conflict within them. I feel like they were quite a conflicted person as well. So they had aspects of them, or they have aspects of them that are really beautiful and amazing and are such a gift to the world, but also this, they feel conflicted, like they have dark times within themselves, or I really don't know how to describe it, but there's just like this inner conflict. There's something within themselves where they're just like, sometimes they're really, really good, and other times they're struggling a little bit. So, you know, maybe when they were high, they were really high, and when they were low, they were low. So there's a little bit of that there. I feel like this is something that maybe they decided to move on, or you decided to move on from it with this 8 of Cups energy. Maybe you were just like, this isn't working, or this is more effort than it's worth, or we've done everything that we possibly can to kind of make this happen, to be able to stay in this friendship, or stay in this relationship. And then there's this Four of Swords energy of this sort of, I feel like maybe you gave them a lot to think about, or maybe they gave you a lot to think about in your life, you know, a lot to contemplate, a lot to reflect on. What I'm hearing from Spirit is it brought you greater understanding, or it brought them greater understanding. There's something about your dynamic, or the time that you shared in each other's lives, where you're just like, where it brought you greater personal understanding about something. You're just like, oh yeah, this is my pattern, or they're like, oh, this is my pattern, or I can't keep being this way, or it's like it brought something to the surface. So I see that here. And I see this moving on, and then the quietness, the sort of distance between you both. I feel like with this Five of Swords, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and the Justice, since they've been out of your life, I just feel like things have settled down a lot, that like you've regained your equilibrium. What I'm hearing from Spirit is when you were in this connection, remember this doesn't have to be romantic, it could be a family connection, could be a friendship, that you lost yourself, or your person lost yourself. Maybe you lost, you know, maybe you got lost in each other, you know, because the connection was quite intense. So again, there's this energy of conflict with this Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, that maybe it was quite fiery between you, maybe there were intense discussions, or maybe there was just like an energetic conflict or push-pull between you, you know, where you're just trying to like fight to be understood or to get your needs met, or maybe they felt like that. Lots and lots of resistance. But since you've not been in each other's lives, I'm just seeing this such a conflict of like you loving each other but not being able to be together, right? So, or you loving each other but like in some way not, what I'm hearing is not being quite compatible in some way. So this is what I'm seeing in this energy. But since they've not been in your life, you've regained a lot of equilibrium, right? You've learnt, you know, this, what do I want to say? A couple of things. Sorry, I'm getting a couple of messages. So there's this energy of karma with this Justice card, right? Of kind of this spiritual connection, like you were kind of destined to have this experience so that they could learn something about themselves, or you could learn something about yourself as a result of knowing each other. This may be a small lesson, it could be a big lesson. People don't have to be in our lives for a long, long time for them to have an impact on us, right? But I just see that you've regained a lot of balance and they've regained their balance, but you in particular feel more grounded since you've been able to have some space and distance from this person. You feel you've regained your equilibrium. This person may work in the legal profession for some of you, not for all of you. That's just indicated here with the Justice card. And to be honest, this may be somebody who you divorced. It may have been someone that you were married to. Again, this isn't a message for everyone. This is just a general reading, but this is kind of what I'm seeing coming up here with this Justice energy. But I just see like after winter must come spring. So after that kind of challenge or difficulty, it's like you kind of came home to yourself. You remembered who you are. You feel much happier in yourself, even though there's love there and there's a loss in leaving this friendship or this connection in the past, because there is love there, that ultimately it's for the highest good of everyone concerned and you feel much better. At this time, remember, we're just looking at a snapshot of the energies. Three of Cups, Hierophant, King of Cups. This is someone who is a really good friend to you. Friendship is indicated here very strongly. Maybe they were part of your friendship circle. Maybe they were someone who was a really good friend at some point in your life, or that you connected on that friendship level where you were just like really vibing with each other, really connecting to one another, really understanding one another. This person is a really good listener. You know, whatever it is that you had to say about life, they kind of understood you from that perspective, or there was a time in your relationship where you felt deeply understood by them. I feel like maybe you knew this person from your group of friends. It's also indicated, just for some of you, not for all of you, that you may have met this person at a wedding as well. And with this Hierophant energy, again, it is indicated that you may have been married to this person at some point, or you may just have met them at a wedding. Not necessarily, but definitely in a social context, and that they were definitely a a friend. This person may be more of an introvert than an extrovert. That is indicated here as well. I'm seeing that, but this is interesting. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords. It's like there's such a strong energy in this reading. You know, all these 5s as well. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. 555 may be a significant number for you, to do with this person or this connection or their energy in your life. Maybe they brought a lot of change into your life, or you were in their life, or they were in your life during a period of transition and change, right? But what I'm seeing here is that it's just like, despite your best efforts, even though there is love here, right, you weren't able to make it work, whether it was a relationship or a friendship, you know, or a family connection, whatever it is. It's just like, what I'm hearing from Spirit is you both tried your best, or you both are trying your best, and it's just like your energies just don't align, you don't match up. So even at the heart of it, Ace of Cups, there is this beautiful love here. You know, this person wants connection, they want forgiveness, they want to connect to you heart to heart, but ultimately at this stage in your life, at this stage in their life, is kind of not matching up. It's just not working with this 5 of Pentacles and this 10 of Swords. It may be the case that they feel like if they come towards you, that you may reject them, like there's too much water under the bridge, or they acted too much out of their, you know, outside their integrity, and now they feel too shy, or like a little bit of shame, and they're kind of afraid to come towards you in case you don't welcome that, or in case they get rejected. So that's indicated here that there's a fear that they will it's like they want to connect with you again, they want to be back in your life, but they fear that that it's done. 10 of Swords, that it's a done deal, that there's too much water under the bridge, even though they still care about you very deeply, and that they still love you, and that they would like a second chance to be your friend, or to connect with you, or to have you in their life. There is this deep fear of kind of you rejecting them, or kind of freezing them out with this 5 of Pentacles energy. So it's interesting. So I think if they do come towards you, it's going to take a lot of courage for them, you know, and they will have this underlying fear that, you know, maybe you won't reply, or that you don't want anything to do with it, or that it's going to be more of the same, of this kind of intensity. Let's pick some letter tiles and see what we get. We get an S for you. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see them very well. You get an R. Try not to spell something rude. An A. An O. Get a V. Look at that. Do some more. An E. U. W. And Spirit saying one more. And an L. Okay, so those are your letters. That may resonate with you in your situation. I'll just have a sip of my tea. Can't go too long without some tea. Right, let's take a look at your oracle cards. Oh, this is interesting. So we have the card Time to Go. So from the Wisdom Oracle deck, this is a card 45, breaks down to a 9. Those numbers may be significant to you. Maybe you're a life path number 9. But it's just like you reach this point where you realise it was time to go, time to move on. And I really see that here. There was this kind of epiphany, maybe, where you had this realisation that you're just like, again, this energy of like, we tried our best to see eye to eye, or to kind of make this work, or to kind of come into harmony, and at this time in life we just couldn't make that happen. These could be to do with kind of 3D world issues, you know, like life's responsibilities and you know, money and problems and stuff like this. Sometimes these are the things that keep us apart, not our own kind of inner issues. We have the card Go the Distance. This is a card 47 that may resonate with you as well. So it's just like, again, I feel like it's similar to this Chariot energy that we opened the reading with, of just like, you know, giving it your all. You gave it your all, whatever this relationship was, or this connection was. You gave it your all. You know, you did everything that you possibly could to try and kind of make this situation work for you. We have the card Healing Chaos. This is mirroring these energies of the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Justice, of kind of having that kind of chaotic energy of things not being harmonious between you and this person who's coming back into your life, or it wasn't in the past, and that it has sparked a lot of healing for both of you. Okay, so this is someone who's been like a healing presence in your life. Maybe you've been able to leave some things in the past, leave a pattern in the past. Maybe you've helped them with their healing, and what I'm hearing is that they are resolved. They've resolved, you know, a lot of issues as a result of this process. We have the spirit animal of the bear. That may be significant to you. This person may have like be like a kind of big bear of a person, maybe somebody who's really cuddly, very affectionate, who likes cuddling, stuff like this. This is someone, the message I'm getting from this is like they're slow to wake up. So a lot of the issues and the challenges that they have in their life is because they have outgrown who it is that they are, the kind of circumstances that they're in. And you maybe, when you were trying to connect to them, came up against this, right? And they've outgrown this, and then they get into like a cycle of a lot of frustration and stuff like this. So it's the fact that they need to awaken, like a spiritual awakening, kind of go to the next level in their life, and they've been resisting doing this, or perhaps they didn't understand the calling to do that, and so they're met with this boundary, and this is causing frustration. So this represents, with this bear, someone who is kind of slow to wake up, maybe to their spiritual awakening, maybe to the lessons in their life. Right, and then we have the card Aligned to Your Life. What is not aligned and needs to change? So this indicates to me that this connection between you both was like, it's like slightly, let me get comfortable, slightly out of alignment. So it's like if you've ever watched an old video and there's a technical problem, and then the audio is out of sync with the video, with the visual, right? It's just like, it's all there, but it's just not lining up. This is the kind of energy that I'm getting between you and this person. Like, you see that there's so much potential, you really vibe with one another, they've got your back, you know, they care about you very deeply. There is love here with this beautiful King of Cups. This is someone who loves you. This is soulmate energy, you know, regardless of whether or not it is romantic soulmate energy, that is indicated here. But it's just like, and look at this, it's like, oops, oh, that frightened me. A bird just bashed into the window. He's okay though, don't worry. He's okay. That was weird. So the image here is of this woman, and her face is sort of shattered. This represents her identity, her own identity. So it's perhaps this person cannot see themselves clearly. They cannot see the beautiful gifts that they have to bring to the world. They cannot see their own uniqueness. Perhaps they have low self-esteem, or they've got like a slightly skewed vision of kind of who it is that they are and what an amazing person they are. They can't see it for themselves, right? So, you know, maybe they're a little bit, I don't know, broken sounds a little bit harsh, but maybe there's, you know, something in them that is mismatched, you know, not aligned with their truth. And I feel like you weren't quite aligned with one another, even though there was so much, you cared about each other so deeply. So this is the person who's coming back into your life. Let me know how it resonates down in the comments. That's all I have for you in this reading today. It's been super interesting. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. It's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the internet. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful books, Attract, Soulmate Love, and Feminine Frequency. They are for the feminine energy partner, the person who likes to be pursued in a relationship. So if you are you know, wanting to come into alignment with your soulmate, this is all about how you can become magnetic to love, so that you don't have to look for love love comes to you. So if that resonates, there's more in the description box and loads more about me and my ebooks and what I have to offer over on my website, lumieretarot.com. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and light in your situation. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 3, this is for everyone who picked the beautiful Celestite cluster crystal. Celestite is one of my favourite crystals. If it will come into focus for us, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Beautiful calming energy here. Okay, let's find out who is coming towards you. I'll begin with your tarot. I will clarify with your oracle cards, and I've got some letter tiles to draw as well. 2 of Wands to open your reading. The 7 of Cups. Got 7 of Wands, a double 7 there. So I always see these repeating numbers as confirmation from Spirit. So those numbers may be significant to you with this connection with this person who's coming back into your life. We've got the Queen of Cups, High Priestess, the Tower, Queen of Swords, the beautiful Magician. This is the Fountain Tarot that I'm using today in case you're interested. Page of Cups, and then you get 4 of Cups, King of Wands, and the Page of Wands as well. So I see Leo's energy represented here, Pisces energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So maybe a water sign that you're dealing with. That may resonate with you in your situation, but please don't worry about it if it doesn't. Remember, it's just a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember, this person who's coming back towards you, coming back into your life, just because they get in touch with you or you see them again, doesn't necessarily mean that it has to go anywhere or that you have to do anything about it. The tarot is very literal. So, you know, if that's the question that I've asked in the pre-meditation, who is coming towards you, then it will tell you who's coming towards you, regardless of whether or not you want them to. All right. I see this is interesting energies to come out here. 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands. This really indicates to me that this is somebody who, in your life, who was like pretty indecisive with this 2 of Wands to the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Maybe this created a lot of tension between you both, some conflict between you both. Maybe they didn't decide, couldn't decide what they wanted in terms of a relationship. And they didn't know who they wanted, or this could just be to do with their own personality and how they showed up to life, and that they were just indecisive in general. Could also be that when you knew them, they had a lot of options, or they didn't know kind of what direction they wanted to take their life in. So I just feel like there's definitely this strong energy that they maybe now, you know, maybe this is just part of who they are, or but definitely at the time when you were connecting with them, that they were very ungrounded. It's like they just lived in the present moment. They kind of got involved with whatever was presented to them, whatever was in front of them in life, and didn't think too much about the long term. That may have been quite frustrating for you if you are coming from a different sort of energy here. So yeah, that's kind of interesting that all those energies reflect each other. We've got the beautiful Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Tower. This is somebody who may have kept their feelings for you a secret. So this could be a romantic connection, not necessarily, but I just, with this Queen of Cups, the High Priestess there, this could indicate that they kept their feelings a secret when they spoke about their feelings, when they were revealed to you. You know, we've got this Tower moment, so perhaps that caused a breakdown in the relationship. Perhaps you weren't into them in that way. Perhaps you weren't looking for a relationship at that time in your life, or you didn't see them in that light. So that is indicated for some of you, not for all of you. So I feel like this person is very intuitive. It's like they're quite a gentle soul, really, in life. They've got this kind of gentleness to them, whereby they don't see the world in quite the same way as everybody else. They're not as it's like, I don't know, often life can make us a little bit jaded, and they still have this beautiful not quite innocence, but a little bit like that. There's just this gentleness about them, this gentleness of spirit, of nature, the way that they are in life. which I think is really lovely. This is somebody who cares about you very deeply with this Queen of Cups energy, genuine feelings here, genuine love. It may be the sort of person who just didn't express their feelings with the High Priestess energy. You know, maybe they're not the sort of person to say, I care about you, or you're important to me, or I love you. Regardless of whether it's a romantic connection or a friendship or a family member, maybe they just didn't sort of speak up like that. And so you had no idea how much they cared about you, because they just didn't express it in that way. But I see a breakdown here in your connection with the Tower. I feel like there was a Tower moment with this connection. Maybe there was just a breakdown in communication, a breakdown in this connection, in this relationship at some point. I feel like it was to do with like a holding back on their part. You know, maybe they held back from connecting with you in some way. Maybe they held back their feelings, but whatever it is, it just caused this sort of breakdown in your communication, in your connection. We've got Queen of Swords, Magician, and the Page of Cups. So with this Tower, this Queen of Swords following the Tower like this is just definitely, you're just like, maybe this is someone that you thought this was really over, this is done. This Tower indicates, you know, to the Queen of Swords, something to do with your boundaries or their boundaries. You know, maybe there was like a crossing of boundaries over one another, like an overstepping is what I'm hearing from Spirit, of boundaries, which made one or both of you feel a little bit uncomfortable in some way in this connection. If you were just like, you're not meeting my needs, or this, you know, you're not showing up for me in a way that I can really get on board with. But this person wants to manifest you, or you are manifesting them back into your life with this Magician card, right? There's this energy here. It may not be something that you're doing consciously, but it's something that's in your energy, that's, you know, just because you're still thinking about them, or you're still connected to them energetically, or they're still thinking about you, you're kind of coming into alignment with one another. There's this Page of Cups. I'm hearing the words, I'm sorry. So maybe they've got something to be sorry for, you know, in the way that they behaved in the past. Maybe they want to apologize to you. I feel like if they have hurt you, this person who's coming back from the past, it wasn't their intention. Okay, we all do the best that we can with the information that we have. And I just sense, you know, in the way that we see the world. So, and I just sense that maybe things broke down, or the communication broke down, and it kind of wasn't their intention. It wasn't what they truly wanted. So they still have this, they still carry a torch for you, is what I'm saying with this Page of Cups as well. It's just like they still have heartfelt feelings for you, like a soft spot. That's what I wanted to express. Like they have this soft spot for you still. That again, it could be romantic, it could be friendship. It doesn't matter. It's still like they still hold you in high esteem. They still hold you in their heart in that way. So, and I feel like they're surprised that they still feel like this, because there may be quite a lot of time that has passed. Four of Cups. I feel like they are feeling a little bit despondent about this connection, about what transpired between you both. Maybe on reflection, they're just like, I wish it hadn't gone down like that. I wish these things hadn't happened between us, right? I definitely sense that there's some water under the bridge between you and this person, whoever it is. And whatever happened to cause this breakdown, there is this kind of slight energy of loss or regret in some way. So they want to offer you something, but they don't know if the offer will be well received, because this person is going to come back in your life. King of Wands to the Page of Wands. Look at this, right? There's a lot still invested in this connection. You know, they're still like connected to you. They want to come towards you, and it's like there's an energy of kind of adventure, you know, that they want to explore more about this connection, more about you. They're very curious about what it is that you're doing. I feel like your person's in a better, they're feeling kind of more on top of things. There's a theme actually going through these readings today, which I think is very kind of affirmative for the collective, but showing up in slightly different ways. So whereas before they didn't know which direction they were going in, right, with this Two of Wands, opening your reading, I feel like now they've got a clearer idea about what it is that they want, and they feel much more confident, they feel much more on top of things. Whereas maybe before they were experiencing a lot of stress, they didn't really know who they were or what it was that they wanted from this connection with you, or maybe from life in general. They've got this kind of clear idea which direction they're going in, but I see them heading towards you like full force with this King of Wands to the Page of Wands, and they are very curious about you. They're just like, when they arrive back in your life, they're just going to come, they're going to arrive with a bang. They're going to want to know, like, they're going to be like in your face. One minute they're not there, the next minute they are there, and they're very curious. They want to know what it is that you've been up to, how it is that you're feeling, who it is that you're dating, what's going on with you in your life. So a lot of curiosity here and interest in what it is that you're doing, and then wanting to share a lot with you. So I see them kind of getting over this inertia, this space, this distance between you both that you have been maybe experiencing. There is this energy of inertia there, and then being able to overcome it with this King of Wands energy, and just kind of, and this is what's going to propel them to reach out to you, to kind of get in touch with you. And to connect with you in some way. Maybe that they've decided to start their own business, and that they are being entrepreneurial in some way. I see that I'm picking up that up with this King of Wands energy. Perhaps they've begun their own business, a little startup, something like this. This has brought them a lot more happiness and more fulfillment than their old job, you know, sort of being their own boss or kind of freelancing, something like this. This is indicating in kind of where they're at in their life. You may not be aware of this though if you're not in contact with them. Let's choose some letters for you. We're opening with a W. Some of these letters may be a sign for you. They may be significant, your name, their name, and I. A T, wit. Maybe it's somebody who is, your person is very witty. They've got fast, you know, quick-witted. You know, they like to joke and share memes and things like this. We've got an N, an S, an X, kisses. Little kisses coming your way, maybe if it is a romantic connection. A T, the spirit is saying one more. And a K. Look at that. So those may resonate with you in your situation. I'm gonna now clarify with your oracle cards today. Okay, this is amazing. Right, let's take a look at this. I want to show you this. We have the card Chaos and Conflict. This is a card 33, and then this is a change in the wind, which is a 12 and breaks down to a 3. So 3, 3, 3. So you may see that number as significant to you. It may be assigned to you, or it may be assigned in this connection that this person's energy is around you. But look at these two cards, they're very similar. Okay, you may not be able to see, but on this card, there's this energy. It's like a zebra, but he's got like, he's wearing, his skin is in a giraffe, right? It's a giraffe print. And then here is the zebra, but the giraffe is kind of breaking down, and you can see the zebra skin underneath. So it's like they're wearing a false mask. So maybe when you knew them, they weren't being particularly authentic, right? I feel like maybe because they are this gentle soul, they're this sensitive person, this gentle person in this life, you know, maybe they felt like they had to put on a bit of a veneer in order to kind of function in the world, and they weren't being very authentic at the time that they knew you. Or maybe they showed up in a way to your connection which wasn't very authentic, wasn't kind of the truth of who they really are. And this created this chaos, maybe chaos in their own life. We see a lot of chaos in the opening of this reading with the 7 of Cups to the 7 of Wands, right? Maybe there was a lot of chaos and conflict in this connection between you both. You know, it wasn't particularly harmonious when you were sharing energetic space, when you were in each other's lives, okay? But look at this, it says a change in the wind. This connection, when they come back towards you, is going to change. What I'm hearing from Spirit is that they are a changed person as well. So life has changed them. Their experiences have changed them. They've stepped much more towards their own authenticity. They're more grounded. They know who it is that they are now, and they're going in this new direction. I see that here with this King of Wands, the Page of Wands. So they're in a new direction in life now. So, which I think is really interesting. So it's like this energy of change, and this 333 is significant to you. And then we have another card with the word change on it. So they have changed as a person. Something quite significant about them has changed, and when they reach out to you, it may be the case that you don't want anything to do with them because you're just like, well, I remember you as this other person in the past, but they have changed. So there's this saying, isn't there, like a leopard doesn't change its spots, but then here we are, this image of this kind of zebra wearing giraffe skin going back to zebra skin. So I feel like this person has gone on a journey and has changed, right? Their priorities have changed is what I'm hearing from Spirit, and there's just something about them where they have changed. So they see things differently now is what I'm hearing. So they have changed. Remember, this may not necessarily be a romantic connection. I love this. We have the card, spirit animal card of lion. That may be spirit animal for you or for them. Leo's energy very strongly represented here with this, and the King of Wands energy. This is someone who's very proud. So this may stop them from coming towards you because of their pride, of kind of fear of how they may be received, or maybe that's why they haven't come towards you sooner. This is someone who is fiercely protective of their family in some way. This is someone with a lot of integrity. This is someone who is very soulful as well. I feel like maybe they might create music or write poetry or write books or live in a way that is very or you know, that they've just got a lot to share that comes from their soul, and maybe part of their kind of chaos or them not being authentic in some way was due to the fact that they weren't expressing these deep soul yearnings, you know, from them, you know, to be creative or connect in that way, or to write music or to dance or to share their story or whatever it is. So but the lion is very spiritual as well. So again, this element of them being like a really spiritual person. And we have the card Inner Temple. This is so nice. So again, this energy of them, it says devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So, you know, this image here of the gateway, this kind of 11 image, you connecting heart to heart. Maybe you can hear their heart call of them kind of, there's this energy of devotion. It can indicate that they are devoted to you, or they may have developed some sort of devotion, some sort of spiritual calling or spiritual devotion, which has really kind of helped them to settle down and to that connection to spirit, to help them decide what it is that they want in their life. But maybe this person is into meditation or connecting to spirit in some way. So yeah, it's interesting. There's been a lot of repeating themes in all three of the readings today. So there's definitely a strong, powerful message from spirit. So yeah, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Has been my honour to read your cards as always. I've loved it so much. Do give it a like if you have resonated with this message as well. It's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the internet. If you feel called to, please check out my new online course, Manifest a Specific Person. It's a really comprehensive course. We've got 8 hours of video training with me, plus 4 meditations and 2 affirmations and a workbook. So super comprehensive. It is, I've written it all from the heart, and I've been getting great feedback from the community of people coming into right alignment with their special person. So really beautiful stories coming out. So if that resonates with you, please do check that out. It's linked in the description box, and there's loads more about my course, Manifest a Specific Person, over on my website, lumieretarot.com, and also everything else that I have to offer if you want to spend a bit more time in Lumiere land, all right? But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye.